Yeah, we're going over to the Lonestar district. Got a house over there at 341 Lonestar. We're doing a lot of demo over there. We talked about it on episode 1. And we're gonna head over there and see where they're at. I just got a phone call from Josh. He's doing our demo over there, so he asked me to come over there. So we're gonna ride over there, see what's going on. You know, you never know. It becomes something simple or something major. Hopefully it's not major. This is 341 Lonestar Blvd. Lonestar Blvd is off of right over by Pro Brand. You have the Pearl District over here. Well, it's not the Pearl, I'm sorry, I do apologize. It's Lonestar, it's the brewery. It's closed down, so there's some developers coming in this area. They're taking that brewery that's closed down. They're going to redo it. They're going to dump about $300 million into that area over there. So it's really going to help out the area. A lot of people moving in from different parts of the United States, and they're coming to San Antonio. Like I said, San Antonio is the 7th largest city. A lot of development going on, a lot of renovation going on, a lot of flipping going on, and that's what we're doing. So this house here, like I said, we went downtown, we bought the house, and then we went down to pull the permits and everything. The back side of the house was an addition that wasn't permitted. It was falling down, it was rotting, so we're taking it down, and they're going to rebuild it. This house right now is like a 2-1. We're going to expand it, make it a 3-2, and do our bathrooms and do everything inside it. But I'm going to walk back here and see what's going on. You know, it's like I was talking about earlier about all the electrical and plumbing. If you just look here at this electrical in this house, we're going to have to redo this whole service. We have to do new electrical, new everything. We have to run it. As you see out here, the leveling, we have to re-level it and everything. So, again, every house has a process, but it really doesn't change. You still got to do everything else. When you get these older homes, you're going to have to replace the electrical. You have to do the leveling. If you're adding, you have to do all that part too. And excuse me. And permits have to be pulled. Like I said, it might be a different house, but the process and the procedure are still the same. But I'm gonna walk back here. I want to see what they're really doing back here. Come a long way. We had concrete running from all the way to here. This is the driveway. We're gonna leave the driveway here. And we had concrete all around this leveling. So we have to get rid of all this so we can build our addition. So we can build our addition, we'll do the leveling here, we'll raise it up. We knocked all that wall from here all the way back to here. So we took out probably about, I'd say about 16 by 20 square feet. But it looks pretty good. I know it doesn't look like anything now, but it looks pretty good. If you follow me in here, you see we did a complete gut. This was the kitchen. You see where they had the sink here. You see the piping for the sink. And then you have your living room. I guess they had the dining room here. But we'll come in, we'll put a floor plan together, design. My guys will follow it. But we gutted everything, I can tell. Got all the cabinets out, and we took out all the sheetrock they had. You see the old wood. You know, looks like we had some damage, so we'll take most of this out. But again, another project by JT Renovations and Property that that we're going to renovate. Well, Dave, how are you doing?
I'm up and about, man.
About god darn time, brother.
How are you?
I'm good, brother.
Sorry about the mess. I got to get that out of there to get it in the...
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember on that first episode, this is Dave. He's a foreman on this job. I see we've done a lot already.
Yeah, we got it gutted.
That's good.
We got that chimney down, got it out where it was here.
Yeah, well, we got it cleaned up, so it's not here no more.
I had to get it out of here.
So I already talked to Pedro about the leveling. As soon as we finish this, he probably won't start this till like Thursday.
Okay.
Depending on how fast they go, we'll start by Thursday, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Once we do all that, what's our time frame on framing, as long as we got all the material?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? There you go.
I'm good in 2 weeks.
That's good, there we go. So Dave will frame it all out, and then all the trades will come in, and we'll do the electrical, we'll do the plumbing, we'll do the HVAC, and then, like I said, we'll get everything done, but it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be another good project by us. Just a lot of work. A lot of work. So I was talking about, talking about electrical. Look how old this is. Look how old this electricity is. So this old knob, this is so old, it's what, probably 50, 60?
40s.
Yeah, 1940. So we gotta bring it back up to code, and we'll get rid of this, get new panels and everything. But this is the prime example that I was talking about. These are the things that we have to do that they don't show you on HDTV. We have to change this whole wall here. So you see the old wire. So we're gonna have to take all this off before we frame all this, because it's just caught on fire, it's no good. So we'll take all that out of there and get it all out. But it's gonna be a good project once we get done. It doesn't look like anything right now, and that's what we want. We want to buy the ugliest home and fix it up, and and do something good with it. But I'm excited about this one. I'm excited. Got a lot of work to do though. We have a good team. We have a good team on the job site, and we'll work together and make this thing, bring it back to life. So Dave, I'm gonna I'm going to make sure they take this out of here, and then we'll do what we talked about, and we'll just get it done. All right?
Okay.
And we'll just stay on track. But I know you can't do anything right now until.
I don't
stand still.
I mean, I could gut it, but then if it rains, we're going to be
wide
open.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's just wear the standstill. So, what the 11 guy say?
He's not.
Okay,
nothing.
So we'll just use Pedro.
Yeah, we'll just use Pedro.
We'll just use Pedro, and then we'll knock it out.
I mean, we can fix anything.
Yeah.
When they put stuff on the back, we can always square it up and straighten it up. That's
Okay.
not a problem.
Well, let's just do that then. Let's not wait around and as soon as.
I'm tired of Greg. Oh, never mind, Greg. We'll go around you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't want to work? We don't have to worry about it. We got plenty of guys to do what we got to do. Hey, we're at 1234 Iowa. Pedro's here. Robert's pulling up. So what I'm looking to do today is I'm looking to see where we're at as far as the framing when we talked about that. I mean, we talked about the episode about going into the stairs. So I want to see how that's being built today. I see our electrician here. He's here today too. So we're moving along pretty good on this project. Robert just showed up. Hey, Pedro, what's going on?
Here's the engineer's letter.
Oh, okay, so we already got, guys, this is what I'm talking about right here. Like I said, Pedro does all the all of our leveling, and then we have to get everything for the engineer because the city requires it. And he just brought this here for this house. Project location 1234 Iowa. It sums up with everything that we're doing, the house leveling, JP house leveling, that's him. And then it's everything. And then one thing I'm looking for this right here. It's a certificate that's been given by the engineer company saying that our the leveling was good. This is exactly what I'm looking for right here. If you guys don't have this when if you're buying a house or you're flipping a house and you don't get something like this, if they said they're doing the leveling, you want to make sure they get this for you because you got to have this. You got to have this for the city because you can't move forward with this without that. So make sure you guys remember that, okay? Let's walk in and see what's going on. I see we've done a lot of framing here. We got some walls up. Robert, I thought we were talking about putting a header here.
We're gonna put some LB headers here and there.
Okay, so that wall's not gonna pass.
That, and we're gonna remove these.
Okay, So we're gonna use 2x8s, 2x12s.
We'll use LBLs, 2x14s.
Okay. Okay. And what about here?
The same here. We're gonna double stack them both. That way, they, you know.
I just want to make sure that we pass by the city like we always do. You know, that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Is that doing this? I don't know it all, so that's why I use my guys. My guys will let me know what we're doing. So this wall is, for prime example, this wall is a low-bearing wall. So we have to put a header up and brace it so that it can carry the weight of the house.
The roof.
Well, the roof of the house, but you know, that has to be done to pass framing. And we're also gonna have one here. So this wall here, this was just a temporary. We have to do the same thing, a 2x14. And that also is a low bearing wall, so that'll also be able to handle the roof and the weight of the roof. So that's one thing that city's looking for when you do this. And so what we'll do is, just like we got an engineer level for the leveling, we'll get an engineer level for the framing, and we'll turn all that in with the city. And we'll also keep it on file, so in case when we do sell the house, if they ask these type of questions, we'll have that on file. But we're standing right now, this is the kitchen. I can't see it really much. We're gonna have cabinets here. We're gonna have cabinets on this wall here. We're gonna have an island here. It's gonna look really good. And then this area over here, once we go behind on this header, this is going to be the dining area. I don't know if you guys remember, but I hope you do. If you didn't, go back to episode 1, and you see when we came in this house at 1234 Iowa. Remember here, right over here was this is where that bathroom was. Juan and Pedro, they've already taken out the bathroom, and this is stairs going down to the basement. It's gonna be real cool. It's gonna be real cool. So if you go back, if you look at episode 1, I was talking about having this going in, and now the stairs are up. So we'll see, you got the pony wall up, pony wall on both sides, and we'll go down in there. It's looking pretty good. I see we got some electrical going on, and we're getting it done. We're moving right along. So this is gonna be a bathroom here. We have a bedroom here, and then this is our master. So we're gonna have a master over there on this, beyond this wall here. It's gonna be our master, and then from here, we'll close this door off. This is gonna be the shower, the master shower, and then we'll have a closet space. We'll have a closet over here. So a pretty good design. I'm really excited about this project. So what are we doing here, Robert?
Right here, these are the pony walls. They're gonna support our ceilings, and then we're gonna have our walls here with the stairs. We're gonna cover all this up with some walls all the way to the ceiling. Basically, that's what they're doing right now.
So I know these stairs are 2 steps. You know what, guys? This is one thing about framing and the construction is things change sometimes. And we had the stairs done yesterday, and you see them, they're going in now. We had to take it down because they were too steep. So we didn't want that steepness from there, so we had to take them down and redo them. We had another, we had a 2x8 here. We had to take it down, take it back off, because I wanted the stairs not to be so steep. So we had to push those stairs out. But it's coming along, it's gonna look good. This will be the first time, I think, and don't quote me, I don't like to talk off, but I think as far as using the basement, I don't think anybody's using the basements right now in town and making a room down there. So that's gonna be pretty different. I like when this project comes together, so you'll be able to see it really come together. But next segment, or next I say X segment, but it's episode that you come, you'll really be able to see it, and hopefully then, we'll be able to walk down there and show you that area. You know, one thing that kills me, being on a job site, we got all this trash out. Robert, we need to get all this stuff out of here. Let's get rid of this iron. Let's try to get this yard in some type of shape when people come back out. Because I don't want nobody to get hurt on a job site. Let's clean all this up. I see yeah, prime example. Almost stepped on the nail. So I don't want that out there.
No, we'll get it all cleaned out.
Yeah, we'll get it all cleaned. Pedro, I know we took out all these wood, these cedar posts. So we replaced all the leveling and did all that?
Correct.
Okay, so that's good. I'd like to explain to the audience what actually you do when it comes down to leveling, because everybody just thinks you go into leveling and it's all done. But tell us a little bit what goes into it.
We actually installed 32 block and base stations here. Engineer passes it, city passes it, so that's good. We either install sonotubes, which are concrete posts, block and base stations, or cedar posts. We can either go back with one of those, depending on what the homeowner wants and requires.
And, you know, one thing I like about Pedro, you know, like say if it's off a half inch or a quarter of inch, you know, he'll come out and he'll redo it. You know, he warranties, stay by his work. You know, as I do, you know, we stand by everything that we do, and it just has it's good for our partnership. And you know, Robert finds people that want to work, and you know, I'm blessed to have the guys like this. But we're gonna go downstairs. I think we can see a little bit better. Can we down here, Pedro? Correct. All right.
Replace some of these 2x10s, put some joist hangers on them. I got 1, I got 2, and I got 3, just to hold all the weight on the top floor. This is a room down here. We're trying to make a bathroom out here, but we're gonna see what we can work with. As you can see, there's the stairs that we're talking about, going up to the room. And I don't think nobody ever has done this, you know, make a room on the basement. Usually basements are for storages. But us, we just go on and beyond.
So, you know, we talked about the leveling earlier, Pedro, but you can see if you actually just stick the camera so you guys can get some good footage. You see everything that Pedro did through here. How many blocks do we have here, Pedro?
32.
32 blocks. So you can see it. It's all the way throughout the house for support and weight and everything. That's just all the way. Everything's level. That's just a good shot. Like I said, folks, this is not just remodeling. We're doing complete renovations, you know, from the plumbing to electrical to leveling, HVAC, all the framing that we're doing. It takes a lot of time, but it's worth it at the end of the day. And like I said, with the city and the engineers that we work with, everybody just does everything to where it looks really good. But I think you'd be very surprised once we get done. And I really want you guys to follow us on this house because, you know, having these stairs and watching this room come together, I think you'd be surprised. So, you know, I like it. I like what we're doing. I see the stuff that we're using, the material that we're using. We're not taking any shortcuts. And this is the Nob Hill district. It's a historic district. There's certain things that we can and cannot do. You know, like the windows, we just replace the windows without the city not approving us. But the windows are in good shape. I'm gonna talk to Robert about that so you guys can follow us out here. Like I said, we're out here at 1234 Iowa. Like I said, this is the Nob Hill district. You know, the city, because it's historic, the city won't let you just replace the windows. They want to keep as much of the natural, historic of the home. So we can't just replace these windows, put in double pane windows. But these windows are in really good shape to be actually. And we'll scrape them, we'll clean them, we'll repaint them, reseal them and everything like that. And we'll keep that beauty that like I said, we'll keep most of the bones of the house on the outside, but we can do what we want on the inside as long as we pull up permits and, you know, and get the city to approve everything as far as the framing. We're a lot further than what I thought. We're a lot further than I thought. You know, we got our electrician there. He's already running wire, and get that. And once we get that finished out, we'll talk about getting that inspected with the city. You know, this is the process that you have to do. You know, you have to do this stuff to even have a chance of making money or having a chance to sell a home. You just can't slap paint on it or change a wall here and change a wall there and say you're done. It doesn't work that way. You know, so if you want to get into what we're doing or renovating home or, as they say, flipping, that's the word that everybody's using now, flipping homes, then you have to do stuff like this. You have to take the ugliest homes and put time and put money and energy and effort into this. And that's what we do. It's a process. It's 6 to 8 weeks on some, and some even longer, just depending on what you do. You know, we haven't even scratched the surface. We still got to change windows. We still got to do the plumbing. We got to do the HVAC. You know, all those things is a process. And then we gotta make sure that we comply with the city. We got a painter. We got to put sheetrock up. We've got to do all those things just to have a chance. And then we got to go out and pick the tile. We got to pick out the appliances. We got to pick out the fixtures. All those things that go in to put in the house. So, as you see, we're at this phase, but there's probably like 6 or 7, 8 more phases that we have to take care of. We got to take care of the yard. We've got to clean all this up. So just make sure if you get in this game and or this business, let's say business because it's not a game. If you're going to get into this, make sure you know what you're getting into. Don't let just a contract come in and say, hey, a contractor come in and say, hey, I can fix this, I can do this. Follow the process. You know, go down to the city and say, hey, I'm buying this home. What do I need to do this, this, this? They'll walk you. They'll come out, hey, you need to change out the electrical. You need to change out the plumbing. You got to put in a new HVAC. You got to do this. So they're there to help you. But if you don't use it and then something happens, I'm not trying to say shame on you, but it is your fault because there's things out here that you can do to protect yourself. So, you know, there's a lot of great contractors out there. I consider myself being the one, but I miss stuff. That's why I use the city. I think I know how to do the things that we're talking about, but I use my guys to help me with it. So don't just say you got a pocket full of money to jump and buy a home. You know, take your money. If you're gonna do this, do your homework. Do your homework and make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, because this can be a very, very big money pit if you don't know what you're doing. And I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to, you know, make a lot of money if you're going to be doing this. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes you'll buy a house and you'll do everything the right way, and you don't make that money, or it doesn't sell as fast as you want it to. Those are the things that you're going to have to deal with. You know, you still got to make that payment on home unless you're using all your cash. You know, there's hard money lenders out here that you can borrow the money from that will help you with this process because they want you to succeed, but they're making money off of you. Let's not get it twisted. They're making money off of you. So make sure you got a right, make sure you got a contractor. And you know, I happen to be a contractor. But at the same time, I've got people that I work with. But don't just jump into it. Do your homework, do the things that you need to do. I appreciate you guys watching the episode. And if you watch it and if you like it, like I say, subscribe to it. If you like it and you know somebody trying to get into this business or want to talk about this, tell them to watch this episode. Tell them to watch it and follow us, and then they can see the process. Subscribe to it. You know, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and San Antonio's given me an opportunity to build homes and redo the home and redo the community. I do a lot of my business right here on the east side. East side of San Antonio, Denver Heights, Digwitty, Nob Hill. This is where it is. I love you guys. I appreciate you watching. God bless you. And hey, thanks for watching.